Guys, and welcome to RC Cincy. Today we have the Hercules unbreakable helicopter. So I saw this out while I was out with my wife, and I've seen a similar size helicopter at Walmart, and I figured why not. Now what really caught my eye was a picture of a kid stepping on it, and right by that saying that this helicopter can take up to 200 pounds of force. So the crazy part is I scanned this QR code and it takes you to a YouTube channel where it shows a grown man literally standing on it and stomping on it. They throw it off a building and they wreck it intentionally. So obviously we can test some of that stuff within reason. Obviously you can, if you really try to break this, obviously you can, but what they're basically saying is if you're flying it and you happen to wreck it, it's not the end of the world. So I think that's kind of cool, especially being a beginner pilot. You can see this is a more modern version. The one in the video had the telescopic antenna, so this is 2.4 gigahertz. You are going to need 6 batteries. It is multifunctioning, so it's 3.5 channels, so it should have quite a bit of range. It does say that it's an outdoor helicopter, and it does have a gyroscope, and it does have LED lights, which I'm curious to see what they look like. So without further ado, let's get into this unboxing. So today, I'll try to feature a different knife every time. This one's a little pop-out knife. Let's go ahead and pop this bad boy out. It was $40. Recommended retail is $50. So if you can pick it up for $40, this may be reasonable. We'll see if it's worth your hard-earned money. So right off the top, you get spare blades, which I do like because even if they say it's unbreakable, why are they giving you spare blades? So these can break, but they are flexible. A lot of times if they're really wonky, you could gently bend them back, make sure they're straight. So you get 2 main blades. And it looks like you also get, let me not take this stuff out of here. Whoops. You also get a spare tail blade. So that's nice. Of course, a screwdriver to access the batteries for the controller. And if you need to change a blade or take the canopy off or anything like that, this is handy, especially in an airfield if you just happen to bring some batteries and forget a screwdriver. And then, of course, a JST connection USB charger. These typically light up, you know, if they're charging, they light up, or when they're done, they'll change. So if you plug it in, there's no light, the light will come on when it's done. Or if there is a light, the light will go out when it's done. So it's always vice versa. I'll see and then note it in the flight video, which will be follow up right after this, like in the same video. So we have a transmitter, basic transmitter, 3.5 channels. So you can see it's only throttle on this side, no yaw. So it's throttle on this side, and you obviously have turn right, turn left, forward, back. So very basic. You do have a speed button, so you go speeds up and down. I'm not sure if it's 2-speed or 3-speed. We'll find out. At least it has 2 functions, minimal. And then, of course, turning off the lights off and on, and then the off and on switch. There is a screw on the back we'll have to access. 6 AA's. And then really quickly, we'll look at the manual really fast. So the manual should be very basic, straightforward. Telling you how to charge it, charging port, all the controls. Let's see, 6 AA batteries like I mentioned. The one they show here has a different charger, so it's like a green light, and it plugs into the side. So they have changed this. I guess before they had the battery ran in, and then they had a plug that will go on the side. This one is a newer model. So I looked at the box. It is manufactured in 2023, so it doesn't have that telescopic antenna. It has much better range. But this one states in the manual, it says it is 3.7 volts. A little disappointing. I thought it'd be 7.4, but it's okay, I guess. 3.7 volts, 1100 milliamps, and 6 to 8 minutes of flight time, which is actually a lot. And charge time is 90 to 120 minutes. So being a single cell, it's gonna take a little while being that large of a single cell. This is probably only a milliamp or half milliamp charger. Of course, you could, oh, it doesn't have a balance lead. If it had a balance lead, well, it's not gonna have a balance lead because it's a single cell. But if you have a higher end charger, you could use it. I think I do have one for my single cells, so you can use that as well. Professional grade, just be careful charging. Do not leave it unattended. Don't go somewhere and leave it plugged in. So that's pretty much it, the manual. I mean, it's not much, but it will give you an idea, help you troubleshoot as well. There is normally 2 little twisty things on here. I opened it. The only reason I opened it because I wanted to see the milliamp of the battery. So this one is actually 1200, not 11, 3.7 volts. So I wanted to clarify that because I figured it'd be different. But I saw a couple other corrections. So what we'll do is well, really quickly, let's go over the chopper. We didn't even do that. I'm getting ahead of myself. So you can see this metal, not metal, but this little plastic case. It does use a JST lead that just simply plugs into the side. Let's just plug it in so you guys can see the lights really quickly. Beautiful flashing LED lights. That's pretty cool. Of course, you got a nose light, so it just shows you which way you're pointing direction. Like I said, little couple screws to hold the blades on, nothing crazy. Metal shaft, metal supports, metal skis. Seems to be pretty durable. I'm sure it can take an impact. So that's pretty much everything. So the battery is easy to access. It's 1, 2, 3 screws. I may do something like Velcro just to make it easier to pop off and on if I really like this. I do have some spare batteries, so I could just quickly change them. I may do some other upgrades in the future. We'll see. So without further ado, we're gonna go charge this bad boy, get 6 AA batteries and the transmitter. We're gonna go outside, test its durability, rip it around, see what it can do. So we'll be right back. So we are back. We charged this all the way. We threw in 6 AA batteries, which you will need to provide, and it looks good. So what we're gonna do is rip around the backyard. I know it's not the biggest, but the cool part is my dog has an agility course, and we're gonna try to go between the circle. We're gonna try to go between the poles, which is very hard, under the net. I don't know about going through the tunnel. That would be crazy if I could. You can just stay right there, honey. I may try to go through the tunnel. And then of course we're gonna crash it into the thing. I don't know about stepping on it. Maybe after we do the slide, that way in case I break it. So without further ado, you want to plug this in and put on a flat level surface to adjust the gyro. Set her down just like that. That's close enough to being flat. Turn this on. It's searching. We're gonna go up, down, and we're bound. So up, down on throttle, we're bound. So obviously one's throttle and the other's. So here we go. Let's take off. Oh, beautiful. What I'm trying to figure, what just happened? Did I hit something? Why did it do that? It just like cut out in the middle of the air. So what I'm trying to figure out, I don't know, it says speed here. What I was trying to do, there's a little bit of a light breeze. I was trying to figure out the speed, maybe turn this all the way up this way. Let's see what happens. So I gotta play with this knob. I'm not sure what this knob is for. I probably should have read the manual. So here we go again. See? Yeah, that's what that is. It was, well, we're definitely testing durability. And it doesn't look like it's hurting anything, honestly. Might have to check a blade every once in a while. So I see what it's doing. This has to definitely be adjusted. So if it's turning to the left, you turn a little bit to the right. See, you want this to where this is straight. See how it's straight now? That's what you want. So we're gonna go forward. We're definitely testing the durability today. We've hit so much stuff. Here we go. First things first, let's get this balance. Make sure the links are on there. Here we go. This is all the way forward, like very little forward. I mean, it's pliable. Okay, it's pliable. I'm starting to get used to it now. You just leave the throttle in a position you like, maybe a little bit more, and you just slide around. I doubt I'll be going through any circles. Going funny. So here we go. You say I won't. Say I won't, honey.
You won't.
Well, I won't. This is a very good durability test. I've wrecked this so hard, it's unbelievable. You definitely want to kill the throttle. As soon as you wreck, immediately kill the throttle. That is one way you will break it. Get it spooling first, and then take off. See how it's wanting to rotate to the right? I needed that trimmed anyway. So you can notice how it's trimming to it's wanting to go to the right real bad. See, this is to keep this from turning one way or another. It's not adjusting. So I have a bad habit of touching that. So let's go up a little bit to the left. See now how it's not turning down a helicopter? So let's go a little bit more. There we go. See that? Now we have a little bit of control. Oh, I don't trust this one. See that how you turn? See it turn right, left. So that's all the way forward. That's the only thing I have a gripe with. And it's not really that windy. Like, that's all the way forward right now. And it's not wanting to go forward. And I just wrecked. I think I literally spent this whole video just wrecking. And I understand why it's the world's toughest helicopter, because I've literally wrecked this in every kind of imaginable scenario. I'm gonna get this to a loop. It's the last thing I do. Ready? Watch this. Can he do it? Can he do it? No, he can't, because he's spinning out the ball. I'm not liking these controls at all. Unless I'm not doing something right, which I don't know how it's a 3.5 channel. There is a little bit of a light breeze. You know, come this way. Definitely fly this in an open field with no wind. Wind will really mess this up. Here we go. I'm going for it. I want to see you flying. Time to rip it around. So I'm getting it full forward right now. That's the only thing that's bugging me. This is full forward. That's all like coax feel. I'd rather have a good old 4-channel with a stabilization. Let's see if I go under the mat loose. So in the video, they were doing all kinds of stupid stuff like this. Which makes sense. This is extremely durable. I've wrecked the crap out of it, and there's not a single mark on this helicopter. And it is a little wet. There we go. Let me get dialed back in. Is it turning anyway? Nope. So this is full forward. I think I'm doing just the durability test. It looks like I'm not even trying to fly. And you know what? It's perfectly fine. That's the craziest part. Like, look. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This could be the end. Man, that thing is really off balance so easy. So this will be max power. See how slow it's going forward? Like here, let me leave the throttle in one position. See? One position. This is all the way forward. All the way forward. A little bit of throttle. This might be not as bad. Like look, I'm flying in there now. Watch. So I'm gonna turn and give it all the way forward. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was. It's just tricky to fly. You know, like 4 channels. This is like a weird 3 channel. I gotta do something cool. I'm trying to figure out to do something cool. I actually flew there for a while, honestly. And the durability's unbelievable. Like, I've never wrecked anything so much in my entire life. So once you get it balanced and you get it throttled, takes right off. It just doesn't have really fast forward. See, that's full throttle forward. Turn around, this is full throttle forward. So it just doesn't give you a lot. See, but it's going forward. See it? Stay straight, I'm keeping it. It's just really hard. You have to really work the throttle, manage it, the height. I'm sorry. Didn't even get this close. I'll untouch this thing. And we're gonna... We gotta do something cool. Let's see if we're under the net. We gotta do some kind of thing. Dun, 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 dun. We gotta make it under the net. Yeah! Let's celebrate. Crazy spin action. What happens if you cut the throttle out? Did it catch itself? Yeah, it did. So it can catch itself if you have enough height. Yeah. Look, see, it's starting to whip a little bit. I wish it was beeping for when you hit the speed up or speed down. See if the light thing works. Yep. Is the lights off or on? Oh, it's only the headlight that turns off. Right? This is full throttle forward. Come on, baby. Come on. Hey, go forward. Let's see if I can land it. You ready? Can't even land it. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I think the main. Wait, did that just break? Okay. So I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. What can I say about this? I feel like it doesn't have enough forward and back. I don't know if it's this weak motor or I don't know, the gyro system or the way the coaxial system in general is. It usually doesn't have a ton of forward or back. It has great right and left, but the forward and back is kind of weak on this, I've noticed. Not that it is a great plane. Like once I wipe it all off, like it doesn't even look like you even wrecked it. That's the crazy part about it. Like you'll maybe see like marks on the blades, but these are perfectly fine to fly. As long as they're still straight and intact and not missing a piece, who cares if they're banged up and scratched from leaves and sticks? Like that's not gonna hurt anything. The motor isn't that hot. You know, it doesn't run a crazy amount of voltage. It only runs 3.7 and a 1200 milliamp battery. So we still have plenty of flight time. That's the crazy part about it. Like flight time is great on this. Durability is outstanding. We'll do one of its claims. Of course, they laid it perfectly flat.
Oh, I don't want to bend the ski. See, that's what you're going to do is bend this ski. They're like, you know. Honestly, probably could have a boy stand on it. It's just, I don't want to bend this ski right here. I don't want to bend this ski in too far. So honestly, you could bend it back. It looks like the manufacturer, you could reach out and get parts for it. They gave you extra blades, extra back tail blade. What can I say? Besides that, it doesn't have a lot of forward and a lot of back. Will it fly in the yard? Absolutely. Can you get used to it and actually get half decent with it? Absolutely. Is it worth 40? That's up to the guy. To me, I would go to Amazon and buy a 4-channel plane with stabilization, helicopter with stabilization. For 50, it's kind of hard. I think they got one for like 60, 70 range around this. Maybe a little cheaper. They have a smaller one, but if you go up a little bigger, they're a little more. And I feel like there's other ones that may fly better, like the SEMA version might fly better. That's 3.5 channels. Honestly, I personally don't like coaxial helicopters. Now, if you like them, that's great. To me, I just feel like it takes a lot of its maneuverability away. You know what I mean? You're turning this way, you have to balance. I didn't hear the beeps when I was turning up the speed. The light did turn off and on. Oh, I think I knocked the light out. Look, I knocked the light back in there. That's why we can't see it. Which is fine, but like that didn't hurt anything. The light could be hot glued right back or glued right back in. You know, like it doesn't look beat or bent or anything. This is crazy. And I've wrecked it hard. So it just tells you, yeah, maybe for like a kid that understands, you know, forward, back, and just stay away, maybe with adult supervision, this might be fun for a younger teenager. This could be a lot of fun. Not bad. If you get it, especially if you get it on sale or something for like 30 bucks or 25, definitely 40 is on that borderline where it's like, is it worth it? There may be other options. There may not be. You might find this in your local area, like a TJ Maxx like I did, and pick it up for 40 bucks and try it out. So it's not terrible. You can technically buy other batteries for it. Just remove these 3 screws and then do like Velcro on the bottom is all it would need to hold this canopy on. If it pops off, who cares? You can pop it back on. So it's not a bad idea. It's kind of like a give thing where it gives it. You're gonna do Velcro or something for the battery so it stays put. I would get at least 1,000 milliamp ones. This is a 1200. So it just, all in all, not bad. Like, for me, wrecking the holy crap out of it, it does not care. It did not care. It just came back up. Just remember to kill the throttle. If you're sitting on the ground and the blades are hitting the ground, that's another story. Just kill the throttle. The minute you wreck and you can't control it, just kill it. You know, set it back up, make sure it's okay, and take off again. There may be a way to, I don't think there's a way to recalibrate it. This flight controller, you can unplug it, plug it back in if you need to. You can see this was made in 2023. So this is a newer version. Looks a couple little differences between it. You know, having a better transmission and so forth and so on. You can see the decent sized little motors in there. Just all in all, not a bad deal. So I think this is just up to the buyer. It's kind of tough. I would rather go with 4-channel. That's just preference. If you like coaxial, go for it. Not terrible either. You know what I mean? There may be other better ones out there. So I think I spent $60 for the other helicopter I had on the channel, and it was better than this. There are other better ones as well. It just depends on what you're looking for and what you're willing to spend. So not bad. Spare blades, spare props. Half decent. It was fun. Did wreck the crap out of it. Didn't have too much control. There is a little bit of a light breeze. Dead wind. Dead calm is where I'd fly this. Honestly, dead calm is where I'd fly it. So there you have it, the Hercules. It is durable. I will give it that. You know what I mean? You could just do one of these and then walk over, grab it, and nothing is broke on it whatsoever. So that is the crazy part about it. Nothing is broke. It does not care. I guarantee it would fly right after this. So that's the only advantage of this, is your kid's gonna wreck the crap out of it. A lot of those planes, helicopters, will break. So this, I think that's the advantage of this, is the $40 we're getting something you could beat the crap out of. It still flies, not the greatest flyer, easy to fly, just not a lot of control, which a kid would have a ball. If I had this growing up, oh my God. So there you have it. That's the review for the World Tech Toys Hercules Unbreakable Helicopter. Yes, that is the name. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Don't worry, there's more hobby grade stuff to come on the channel. I like to feature it all. I think this was okay. And that's it for this one. So thank you so much for watching. and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.